Alrighty guys, this is Drax and we are back here on my channel Drax Gaming, and once again we are going to be getting into another Apex Legends video, and this time it's for Season 6. Now sorry guys, if you have been subscribed to the channel from the past few Apex videos, I haven't been able to get a Season 6 video out yet, but we are doing one now, and we're going to be talking about the brand new areas added to the World's Edge map. This time it's called Fortified. Now, there's a few changes in Season 6 that, of course, I think many of us haven't liked. But the map changes, for me, have been a big positive. I think this is actually my favourite map currently. Out of all the versions of the maps, and Kings Canyon as well, this is my favourite one to play on. So I think they've done a great job there. And a great job with the Battle Pass as well, I have to say. It's just maybe some of the weapon balance so far has been a little bit off, and the time to kill has been a bit of an issue as well. But I guess we're getting used to that, and there's some changes to come. But without me saying any more, let's get into this video, which is going to be the top new areas to drop, I guess. And we're going to be looking at 4 areas on this, even though most of you guys are probably only dropping in 3 of those new areas. So I kind of rank these areas from 1 to 4 on the basis of like loot, how many teams can drop there, and what kind of fights you can have there, what things you have access to. So let's get into the video. I'm going to start in this video with what I think is the best new place. And I think that has to be the area with the giant rocket, the launch site. And I think this place has loads of space, loads of loot. I reckon 3 teams could drop there, and there would be plenty of loot for all of them, and they could have a decent fight, because there's a nice layout to the place. There's a few crates in indoor areas, you know, outdoor areas got railings and stuff, places to duck behind and use cover. I think it's a really good setup, much better than what they had there before, because like a side area to the dome at the back, and you had like smaller domes and a few crates lying around. So I think that's really good. And of course this area links on to the side of the sorting factory, so that's quite good, because that's an area that often people want to go to. Maybe after you first got your loot, you can go over the sorting factory. It's in the corner of the map, which I have to say is probably better to not get third-partied. There's probably going to be like a few, maybe people will come in from sorting factory, but if you're in the middle of the map, like a middle location, then you're more likely to get third-partied. More people are going to hear you fighting, and then they're going to push in on you. And yeah, you're probably going to get third-partied a lot if you drop center of the map, which a lot of people do when they drop in the main city right in the middle. As a bonus, this place also has a cargo bot that flies over, and that can always be good to get like a vault key, or to get some gold items like golden armor or golden helmet, if anyone even uses golden armor anymore. I don't know. But considering what was there before, this place is fantastic, a superb addition to the map. Now moving on to our next drop zone area. This is going to be Countdown. Now it's a big area. It's not quite as large as the launch site, I would say, but it's pretty good. There's less loot here in comparison. Maybe 2 teams worth if you want to get nicely kitted and fight it out, but still pretty good for loot. This also has a cargo bot that flies over. You can get those armors and vault key possibly. And this area replaced the old supply depot, which, if we're being honest, wasn't that great. So Countdown is a lot better. It's got those side areas that raise up, and you can kind of bridge the gap to the other side. Very, very loud. One of the loudest things in game currently. You probably have to turn down the volume on that. If someone activates one of those, then you can hear it in Skyhook, and you can hear it in the train yard as well. So maybe the volume needs to be turned down on that, but so the third parties don't come charging as soon as you press those buttons. But it's pretty good. And it's got a middle high loot area, which you unlock by pressing the panel on either side, so that's good. You usually can get some good stuff out of there. At least level 2 evil armor for your whole team normally. So at least if you do drop there, you got your level 2, and you can push into probably train yard, which is of course one of the main hot zones. I've had quite a few fights here already. I think this, out of all the new places to drop, this is probably the most popular so far. I would say because of position on the map, and it's one of those places which you are more likely to get a fight at the beginning, and then more likely to get third-partied afterwards. So there's something to think about as well if you do drop here. Then moving on to a smaller area, we have staging. And this place is pretty good. It has multiple heights because of the rail track running beside it. There's a good amount of loot here, both down in the staging area itself, mostly in crates. And then you have to include a few of those crates which are on the tracks as well. So you can end up with a decent amount of loot for your team. I think if one team drops here, you get a decent amount of loot. If a load of teams drop here, you hardly get anything and you end up trying to fight out with a P2020 as usual. As the move inside areas once again that go up like countdown, and I have had a few good battles here. I don't think it's quite as good as the other two, so one of those places which I'm going to less already. Now my final place is not listed on the map, but is a pretty surprising drop spot, and this is the train tunnels, or routing tunnels as it's called in game. This isn't listed on the map as a main drop zone, so less people go here. But it's that one just off the side of Skyhook. You could always get through the routing tunnels before, but there wasn't much in there before. Now it's filled with loot, and you've even got a storage room at the back with even more loot, and its own jump tower, so you can move off to another location straight away. Now me and my squad have been going here quite often, and then jumping off to the survey camp straight away after, as between the two places we can get plenty of loot. We can get the guns that we want. And you could say that these are less looted zones, so you're more likely to not get a fight. If you don't want to fight straight away, maybe you want to choose your battles and then move off. I think the last time we went there, we came out of the tunnels, the whole team had purple Evo, so you can't knock this place, as it's more of a stealthy drop. Like I said, pretty good for ranked, as you can get geared a bit before choosing that first fight. Still, now that I've made this vid, I might see all of you there. Yeah, so there's that to consider. So guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. That is going to be the overview of the new places on the World's Edge fortified map. If you did like it, then please do leave a like. Comment what you think of these new places, which is your favourite new place to drop. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. If you want to see some live gameplay, then make sure to check me out over on twitch.tv/Drax21Gaming. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Raven, are you dead? You're getting shot from two sides at the moment.